tiny whip stitching a center into the blue butterfly medallion. That will be another one completed. Then I just have to iron it. I want to get this one done tonight. Love whip stitching. Sounds so great. Just the beginning. Hello crafting friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Barbara Radzevicius and this is Bondi Fibre Crafting channel. In this channel we mainly talk about quilting and knitting and sometimes a few other things. I sew too. But yeah, this week started off a bit rough. You know how it is, and got better gradually till it was really good. So here I am, it's Sunday. It's very humid, friends, very humid here in Sydney. The temperature was supposed to get up to 40 degrees C. I think the humidity is about 200%, but you know, and this is it. This is the middle of March, so we're thinking the season has shifted a month. This is February heat here in Sydney. That is my weather report. The sky was beautiful this morning, and that's my video, opening video. I love it. I love getting up early in the morning. I'm an early person, so it's 9 AM at the moment. In this episode, I'm going to give you an update on my butterfly quilt. It's coming along quite well, and I've started a green medallion. It's lovely. I love greens. Here is some of the greens, and I'll shortly show you in the quilting segment where these came from and how they look. I have completed the blue medallion with its white center and ironed it. And yeah, we'll have a look at that shortly. We'll have a look at the quilting segment first, and then knitting. I have finished a garment. I'm so happy with it. It only took me 5 days, mainly because it's in beautiful thick wool. It says DK, but I think it's a bit, I was hoping for 10 ply, so it could be that. That will be in the knitting segment. And then a bit of a chat about PURIM, which is a happy celebration. So let us get into this episode. If you like this type of content, friends, please like and subscribe. It all helps my channel grow, and I'm nearly to 1,000 subscribers. So help me. Thank you so much. I do appreciate everyone here. Love reading comments. I especially love reading comments. And thank you, dear friends, for doing that. So here we go with quilting. Here's the board that I have for the butterflies. You can see I've done the pink. That's the center. And yeah, so I've decided to do the centers in a neutral. I think it's coming along quite nicely. And here is the most recent yellow one that I'm going to put next. So here are the yellow butterflies and the center that I have to complete to make in there. Aren't the butterflies just beautiful? I just love them. I hope they look like butterflies when they're in the quilt on the wall. So we have to wait and see about that, but it's getting very exciting. This is one of the next projects that I want to do with quilting, and it's panels. I had 3 panels, and a couple of smaller panels like that. But the 3 panels that I bought, anything up to 5 years ago, quilting alphabet blocks, alphabet panels, and I've cut them into their little blocks because I want to put edging around each one. And so really like this one. It has all different sorts of very nice pictures to go with the alphabet. An Australian one, dinosaurs, and they might go as, you know, the back maybe. And this one is very cute too. So it has international animals in it. And then there's this little tiny one, which I thought would be excellent for borders or something. And it's got a vintage vibe. So thinking about how to put these into a quilt next. And I think it's going to be a fun project. Panels are really handy for small quilts or children's quilts, I find. But I don't really buy panels as such. If I see one that I really like, and they're usually alphabet ones, I will buy it. But yeah, follow me along to see what happens to these blocks. Should be a fun activity. It's a bit more on the butterflies, and this is my latest green. Isn't it beautiful? And then I have cut out all the pieces for the medallion on the green. Just waiting to put them together. And now I'll show you how I came by these greens, beautiful greens. My best friend, quilting friend Judith, is making her daughter a green vest with stripes. 2.5-inch stripes, I think, strips of greens, all greens. It is beautiful. And she gave me the offcuts. She usually cuts me off 6 inches to the selvage of pieces of fabric that she has in her new projects, and so lucky. And the greens are so beautiful. Have a look. Knitting news. I just love this beautiful yarn. It's such a lovely green. This is all I've got left from 3 Skeins. This is a pattern. It's a beautiful vintage pattern that I've had this book for years, and it's just lovely. You may have seen it in the 80s or 90s. Has these fabulous vest patterns in it. They are all so beautiful and so easy to knit. Mainly with 10-ply or 8-ply, chunky. It's a lovely one. And it's knit sideways. And that's all there is to it. It's just lovely. So, this is a Patons book. 8 new shapes in vests. I love it. It was $1. So I probably bought it secondhand. And it's just great. I love this pattern in particular. And the yarn I used is Aimee Confetti, and the colour is the Shire. I love this confetti. It's fab. Here's a close-up of my vest. I do some modifications on every one that I make, as you probably know. But yeah, this This is how it looks, and I do some embroidery on the wheat, top of the wheat. I like it to sort of melt in. The modification I did on this one is the neck, because it was bigger than I wanted, so I just cast on, I think 30 stitches on each side and the back, and 6 stitches on each side of the back of the neck, and I kept the front stitch as a slip on one and knit on the other. I started it on 4mm needles and I went down to 3.75, I think, just to bring it right in, and then I did an I-cord bind off on the neck. I think it makes it nice and neat. I am still deciding. I don't have the wool yet, or I might have or might not have. I might or might not have ordered another skein of it, I'm not sure, to put on the sleeves. If I haven't, I'm thinking and hoping that this is enough to put an I-cord edge on each of the armholes. I love it. I especially love this tweedy look. I think it's just fabulous. Have a look at me wearing it. I made this vest last week. It took about 5 afternoons to make. Really like it. Love the wool. I like the sleeves, but I'm wondering if I should put sleeves on it and continue down. I've done the embroidery. This is a vintage pattern, so I really like it, and it fits quite nicely. Love the colour. And this is my knitting work in progress. Even though it's very humid here at the moment, a small knitting project is just what I need, along with some whip stitching on my butterflies. And this is an ongoing knitting project. It's Melanie Berg's on the Spice Market. I love it. It's just, it's easy for me to do, that's why I love it. And so I have made progress. Especially love this. And I've never done a garment or anything with slip stitching before, and here it is. That's the back. And the fabric feels so lovely. We will talk more about this when I've finished it and have all the wool and everything, the names. This is what I'm doing with it. I bought a cone of this. It's going very well. And the next colour is this. It is a beautiful light purple. It's Iridale jumper weight, and yeah. The colour is Sea Pink Heath. That's my next colour to use. And here it is here in the lineup. So this is coming along quite nicely. I'm just looking forward to a cooler climate, less humidity. It must go soon because April is like 2 weeks away and we are still in summer mode. I know I talk a lot about the weather, but what we make is determined by the weather, isn't it? And the climate that we live in. I can't go above 10 DK weight in knitting, just because it doesn't get that cold. It doesn't get that windy. It's just 4-ply and DK. Yeah, it's fun. I am thinking of making myself a vest for winter in English paper piecing, or just a scrappy patchwork vest maybe. I've already made myself one of these vests before. It's a Tessuti pattern. Tessuti's in Sydney, and the pattern is a circle. You wouldn't believe it. It's a circle, and you just make it in one piece, and you have the lining, and it's very easy to adapt to a quilted project. The first one I made was black and white with cats all over it. When I get to that, I will show you the finished project that I've already made. It must be about 4 years ago now, and so I'm looking forward to making myself a scrappy patchwork vest. I do like this. We'll see how that goes. So that's my knitting for this episode. It's coming along. This past week was PURIM here in Australia and all over the world actually for us. And I have been busy making PURIM boxes to give to friends. That was on Friday. Thursday night I gave out my boxes of goodies, just a small box of food items, and it's such a buzz for me to make these boxes. I look forward to it every year, and I just love making them. I love giving them to my friends, and it's just exciting. I love right from the start, from deciding what theme I will do for the year, for this year's PURIM boxes. This year I chose ramen noodles and chocolates. Great things to go together. And yeah, just give them to friends, and it's to celebrate continuity and friendship and strength, and how to overcome all obstacles in life, really, to be strong and flexible. And yeah, I like to think of myself as a tree. I could see myself as a tree, maybe an oak tree or willow tree, something that bends with the wind and doesn't break nearly, but never does, and is beautiful, looks lovely. That I look beautiful, but you know what I mean. A beautiful tree. Yeah, so analogy of a tree. Let me know what you think you might be as a tree. I'm very interested in that. I love talking about nature and everything. Leave me a comment, friends. This I would like to know. What tree are you and why? That's it for this week, friends. Thank you for coming to spend time with me. Thank you for leaving comments, and let me see what you think. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're nearly there, nearly at the big 1K. That will be so much fun. There, it's me signing off. Hope you like this content, and I'll see you soon. I'd also like to say thank you to everyone who left comments for my anniversary gift away. They have all been claimed now, and one of my friends has already made up a kit and shown me a photo of her hot pot holder, hot bowl holder. Such a good job, Judy. And yeah, it's great. Bye.